Um, all right, so I'm going live again. But I definitely, like I said, I just had the surgery, guys. So 5 weeks out of it, and it's not, it's very hard. Things are hard. So these are another one of these that have to go down in my podcast that I'm gonna be starting the rolling alley because well, I'm telling you, when I smoke, like my mind just starts going into these things that make so much sense. I never could have figured out how to articulate without if I wasn't smoking weed. Like I would never come. Anyway, before I forget what I was thinking about. Codependency. All right, so like if you look up your standard word or standard definition of the word codependency, like you're usually gonna see something along the lines. Because I'm not looking one up right now, but you're gonna see something along the lines of like you feel needy, basically as far as a relationship is concerned, like you always need that other person in order to feel validated, blah blah blah, right? And there's a lot of people when they want to gaslight in a relationship, and this sucks, man. That it's something that we can actually identify because that's how many people are doing this shit to each other. But codependency, all right. So this is my fucking thing when it comes to codependency, all right. That I was thinking about earlier. So I'm in a relationship or at the end of a relationship with this guy, right? That I like we literally, well, I don't know. I can't really. I'm gonna say like duh with a D at the end because when we first started talking with each other, all right, literally, I'm very. People might think like this gonna turn into like three more videos. So I'm just thinking about different things in my head right now as I'm talking. But anyway, I say these things in the very beginning. If I'm on a dating site, which is usually how I might meet people. I mean, I don't know, because in person, I don't know, like it's different. Anyway, on the dating site, um, I shouldn't say it's different in person because for me it wouldn't be. I'm not shy about asking a person how they move when it comes to social media. Like we need to be on the same page when it comes to that shit because you got Facebook, you got Instagram, whatever other social media platforms that people want to utilize when it comes to building a following or, whatever, right? But it's important that people are on the same page with this because I'm going to tell you right now, these days that we live in now, like I'm an 80s kid, so grew up in the 80s, um, and 90s, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Uh, this is the thing. Things aren't the way they were back then. Things are This is a whole new way of interacting with people and things like that, and it sucks to be honest with you. Like some people might think that it's good. Like it's not that it sucks, dude. It sucks that we're codependent upon this shit now. Like we can't interact with each other the way we would have back in the days. Like I'm talking about the respect part of it and all that shit. Like the accountability part of relationship. All that shit is different now, and I don't want to go join or jump on the wagon with the people that see it the way they do and take your shit so lightly. Like when the fuck back in the days did you have a man or did you have a woman or boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever the case may be, and even though they supposedly broke up with or and back in the days we would have never said why you got all these girls' phone numbers in your phone book and you don't even know them. We would have said that way back in the days, right? Because that's not how we did shit. You know what I mean? Like you had that one boyfriend or that one girlfriend, and that was it. Like you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm erasing. We might have crossed the other person's number out and scribbled it out real good so that their name wasn't there no more and we couldn't read the phone number no more. We might have did that to show like our loyalty to the person we're with. Like, but nowadays, people are so fucking codependent, man. You got people out there. I won't just say men, but women too. But now you got people out here that are um, on social media and they want to still stay entangled with people that they were fucking with in the past. You know what I'm saying? You had a whole relationship with this person. You still want to be involved with them. Like they're on your social media. Or people that you don't even know. People that you've never met in your life. You're following them and you're looking at other pictures. And the problem I have is in a relationship, your whole social media needs to fucking change. And if you got a problem with it, how are you not codependent? That don't even make no. You're definitely codependent. If your woman says to you or your man says to you, okay, you know what I'm saying, now we're getting serious. Because I'm telling you, for me, social media is one of the first topics I talk about. That besides, have you ever done drugs? Do you smoke? Anything like that? Because those are important too. All those things should be important to you. And these days, we got to add social media in. Because if you are in a relationship with somebody, right? And then, you know, whether you're married, you end up marrying them or you're in a serious relationship, once you change your status, because that should reflect what your life actually looks like, right? So then you got to change your status. And then you got to change other shit accordingly. You don't enter into a relationship and you still got your ex's things. You understand? You don't still have your ex's pictures all over the fucking place in your house, right? You get rid of that, and then when you get a new relationship, you might keep it until you get a new relationship. You might not, but point is, when you get that new person, you're not gonna keep those pictures of those exes that you was fucking with or those women that you was lusting over or whatever the case may be. You're not going to keep their pictures all up on your nightstand and all up in your living room and your end table. You're not doing that. You ain't keeping pictures on your refrigerator. No, you're getting rid of that shit. Yeah, you might have liked them in the past, or it might be somebody that you look at in that way. Come on, man. Stop fucking making pretend. This is my thing. Like, why make pretend it's not really what it is when it is what it is? Like, you know dang well that you're clicking on those pictures with the boobs out, or chicks is doing it with the dudes with their chest out, whatever the case may be, right? Like, that's a real thing. But by the time you mentally ready to enter into a committed relationship with somebody that you will be exchanging bodily fluids with, hopefully y'all are doing it with intention. And when you're in that state of a relationship with somebody, you should be prepared mentally on your own to get rid of all that shit that you was fucking with, following all that before you started a relationship with this new person. Like, I don't understand what the problem. What's the resistance? This codependency is not something that's talked about in this format. Like, if it really bothers you, it really makes you cringe. You really have to spend days and weeks thinking about, damn, I gotta unfollow all these bitches now, or I gotta follow all these dudes. You know, whatever the case may be. Damn, just for this relationship, like, fuck. If it's something that's bothering you, like, think about it. Be honest. When you have done this, you have literally had to think about that. Like, damn, I got hell no. When you in love with that person, when it's really your person, and you really representing yourself like that, and you articulated that to them to the point where you guys are in a mutual relationship, you love each other, you getting ready to grow, you getting ready to move in, live together, you getting ready to start cooking together, paying bills together, you know, waking up to each other, like, and you mean to tell me that you think that it's respectful of the person, whether it's the dude or the shit, doesn't matter. You mean to tell me that there's no fucking way in the world, dude. You're still attached to motherfuckers that should have nothing to do with your thoughts when it comes to now you're in a committed relationship or a committed marriage. Like, your mind, you should not be going that far. Period. You wasn't calling motherfuckers up on the phone before we had cell phones. You wasn't calling your exes up on the phone or you wasn't looking at pictures of them and you cutting out hearts or drawing hearts on the back of the picture. Like, you wasn't doing that back in the days. When you broke up with the motherfucker, that was it. You got rid of the pictures. You, or if, I mean, come on, man. If you kept them shits, something was wrong with you. Like codependent, the whole word we're talking about. You was getting rid of them fucking pictures, man. Nobody's gonna come in your house that is your new partner and expect to see pictures of all these exes and all this shit. Like, and that's okay. There's no difference between, no, of course that's not okay. Of course that's crazy as fuck. Of course I would have been gotten rid of back in the days. You know, it was no. So it needs to be the same way. Clean your shit up, yo. There's two. I'm not saying that you can't, because I remember like discussing in the beginning with one person, this one guy. I remember, I talked about social media in the very beginning because it's something that's very important to me. And if I catch your ass out there fucking talking to motherfuckers or liking bitches' pictures, or women's whatever the case may be, man, there's no way in the world that we go, or if you hearting dudes, put like, hey, because you never know. But if you're, come on, let's get real with it. I'm not saying that you can't have social. He was like, oh, I'll delete my social media account. I said, no. Because you don't need to do all that. You can't expect me to do that because I'm not doing that. I got memories up there. My social media account was made a long time ago, okay? And I have recorded all kinds of things. I mean, my kids, what do you want to call it? All the sports and every part of the, I mean, come on, man. So I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not deleting the account for good and all. I'm not doing that. But what I will do is I'm going to clean that shit the fuck up. This version of it has to be different. I'm not saying that you can't have social media. I'm saying that when you're in a committed relationship, there's two kinds. Or there may be two kinds. I'm talking about social media. What I mean by that is you had the single version of social media. You was liking all kind of women's pictures and liking all kinds of dudes' pictures, because I'm saying this is not gender specific. This is both genders. That's not nothing to do with if you're a man or a woman. You was liking people's pictures and inappropriate ones, or ones that even if they was appropriate, it doesn't even have to be inappropriate. I'm not even gonna say. Matter of fact, not scratch that out. It don't even have to be inappropriate. If you liking like this person's pictures, they ain't even got to be naked and juicy. They don't have to be those type of pictures. They could just be regular pictures. But you keep liking picture after picture after picture and commenting underneath the shits. Or you don't have, it doesn't have to be a combination. Just the fact that you put hearts on, like, if that's the opposite gender, that's a red flag. Or if it's the same gender, because sometimes people be going, but you don't even know that. But whatever. You will understand based on the type of relationship that you have with the person. But if you got to clean that up, man. Don't try to act like people are doing something that there's now a need to call them insecure and jealous, and like, who gives a fuck? If your person is not secure, then that just means that you ain't doing enough. You know what I'm saying? You should leave no stones unturned when it comes to how your partner feels about you entertaining other individuals. You guys got to be on the same page with that. Otherwise, if you're going to take time out and tell your person, yo, you independent, you mad insecure, you mad messed up, like you jealous, like, and try to make them feel like some type of way, instead of saying, okay, I know she's jealous type woman, or I know he's a jealous type too. So I'm gonna make sure that at all costs, like, I'm not trying to talk to no dudes on social media. I'm about to clean up all this shit because I don't want there to be any misunderstandings. Like, the only person in my life is this person when it comes to being romantically involved, and I'm gonna do what I need to do to fix that. And that's cleaning up my social media. I'm gonna get in there. And yes, it might take a long time. I don't give a shit. That's not the point. Same thing if you was cleaning out your house. You know what I'm saying? It might take you a while. You got to go through and take all the pictures down and throw all that shit out or whatever you're going to do with it. And but you're not gonna just leave it there for your spouse to keep fucking looking at every day. Fuck that. That's mad disrespectful. Like how? Why the fuck people try to make it seem like? And that's crazy. That just calls for more of my reason for making this shit in the first place and saying that just codependent. Because that's another word that people like to try to use. Yo, you mad codependent? They don't even know what the fuck it means, but they just want to say some shit because it sounds like somebody said it in some office setting somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you mad codependent, yo, you can't get motherfucker, unfollow all them bitches right now that your ass following my motherfucking Instagram and Facebook and unheart all them motherfucking pictures. Mm-hmm. Motherfucking be like, damn, I gotta fucking don't play with me. Codependent. If you got a problem with doing that, you want to stay attached to these things that don't have nothing to do with you, that they ain't even hardly thinking about your ass. If they ever even did, because half of the motherfuckers that you follow, you don't even know them, you never even met them before, but you're so fucked up. The codependence is way deeper than we even care to admit, because we don't even talk about the fact that you're codependent, you have anxiety issues and sweating and shit and getting all upset because you gotta now go into your account and unfollow all them fucking women that you was following, yo. All them tit pits and same thing with the girls. All them women, whatever. Same thing with us too. Not me, because I don't fucking do that. I don't get it turned on by merely looking at a person's what a person look like. That doesn't fucking do it for me. You know what I'm saying? What does it for me personally is the vibes we got, the you know what I'm saying, the connection, the laughing that we can do together, shit like that. Those are the things that are gonna make me want to be able to do. And I'm not gonna just be putting hearts all on your shit because of how you look, because you could be a complete fucking dick face. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not. My mind doesn't work like that. And I guess that's what I always try to articulate in the beginning of a relationship. Like before we do any type of other type of communication. You see what I look like, I see what you look like. We think we like each other just based on that. Okay. Whatever. That's we can't say people don't do it because people do. They look at the outside and but if that's all that matters to your person, bro, that's a whole problem. That should be a red flag for you right there. But anyway, once you get to know each other to the point where you feel like, damn, I really have that discussion about social media right then and there. Have the fucking discussion. Why is it such a shameful thing to talk about? Well, he want to ask me all about my social media. Like, this is a fucking crazy times, dude. Seriously. He want to ask me about my Facebook account and everything. It's not bad. It's bad if nobody's asking, because those are things, I don't care how long you're together. Eventually that's going to, in some relationships, since people don't know how to put their fucking phone down and that's all they do is engage in social media, it ain't going to take long at all. Now, for people that don't follow into that whole category of being on social media every day for hours and shit like that, it might take a little bit of time, but don't let it take no little bit of fucking time. Make that one of the topics. There's a lot of people out here that have developed this dependency on looking at other people, talking to other people right away. They can't. Codependency. I wish I would hear them say some shit about how they woman is codependent because they want them to be all up on. Delete some of these hoes you got on your Facebook right now, and some of these people that you got on your Instagram right now. Stop following them. All of them. If you're in a relationship, or even if you're not, you should. This is just a good habit to get into now. Like, we got to bring it back to the days where you just looked at your woman and that's how it was, and it wasn't wrong for you to be only looking at your woman, and it wasn't wrong for your woman to require you to only be looking at her. Like, who the fuck? How are we trying to let it seem like it's normal? Like, you know what I'm saying? Those are not normal things, man. The normal things are, that's how we used to be back in the day. You just respect your relationship. You respected yourself. You respect the person that you're with. And nobody had to go into your house and be like, oh, why you got all these pictures of all these chicks? all up in here. These like nobody was doing that. We weren't doing that shit. So we need to get back to that, where this way of doing things is insane. Like, yo, he's looking at that should be shocking that you're following 2,000 fucking women that you never like. Come on, man. That you're following 20 women is fucking crazy. I don't follow no men on social media at all. I just don't. I don't follow. I follow. Let me be honest here. I got my brother on there, and he has a business, and then he has one that he does like memes or whatever. And that's it. I follow those and my son. I follow no other men. Never have. Except for when I was in a relationship with one. And we were still connected on social media until recently. And it's something that had to be done. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the midst of finding a relationship with somebody, I don't think he doesn't need to be looking at all these pictures with me and my old dude. And if you're keeping those, you got some serious emotional attachment issues that you have to resolve.